Yo, what's going on, everyone? We're back here at Babylon Talmud. Today we're learning Daf Nun Zayin of Masechta Berachos. I really don't know what to tell you about this one. It's mostly about dreams, a little bit not about dreams, lots of random stuff. I don't even know. I'm just going to get started. So, top line of Daf Nun Zayin of Aleph. Let's do it. Harei huna b'chalom. If you see the word huna in your dream, nes Naselo. So a miracle is going to happen to you because Huna has a nun in it. Does that mean that anything with a nun in it represents a miracle? I don't know. The Gemara doesn't say anything other than Huna, so maybe not. Chanina, Chananya, Yochanan. Now, if these names have two nuns, wow, two nuns. Nise Nisim Nasulo. Really, really miraculous miracles are going to happen to him. Okay. What about Nechunya? That has two nuns. I don't know. It's not on the list. So, does it work? If in your dream you see the word hesped, that means that from heavens they had mercy on him. Ufta'u, and they redeemed him. That is only when it is written. Oh, but if you actually see like them actually giving a eulogy, maybe that's different. Well, apparently it's different. Oh, so anybody who says Yehesh Me'Rabba Mevorach, so he's guaranteed to be a son of the world to come. Now, so I'm not sure if that means like just in davening, or I suspect that it means in a dream. If you're in your dream saying Yehesh Me'Rabba, you're good to go. You will make it into Olam Haba. Hakora Kriyat Shema, if you're reading Kriyat Shema in your dream, Rosh Tishra Alav Shechina. Wow, it's befitting that the Shechina should befall you, should rest upon you. Ela she'ein dor zaka lekach, except that your generation isn't meriting for you to be able to have Shechina, so sorry. Somebody who puts on tefillin in his dream, you should expect greatness. Right, there's that pasuk of that all the nations of the land will see that the name of God is called upon you and they will fear you. Vitanya Rabbi Eliezer Gadol Omer Elu Tefillin Sheberosh. And Rabbi Eliezer Gadol says that is the Tefillin Sheberosh. And we also saw that same pasuk yesterday, I believe, in the context of Abaye, that's how he knew he was going to be Rosh Yeshiva, because from this pasuk. So you can expect greatness if you're wearing tefillin. Hamaspal b'chalom, somebody who's praying in his dream, simin yafelo, it is a good sign for him. Ba'animili d'losiyim, that's only if you didn't complete your prayer in your dream. You woke up while you were still praying. That is a geshmaka thing. Somebody who sleeps with his mother in a dream, so yitzap levina, you should expect understanding. Shnemarki im levina tikra. So the pasuk says, where is this? In Mishle it says that if you call out to bina, but I guess the Gemara is understanding im as aim. So basically, if you sleep with your mother in a dream, you will get understanding. Habal naira marasa. If in your dream you're sleeping with a engaged woman, so yitzapeh, or a betrothed woman, yitzapeh the Torah, you should expect to be a big Talmud Chacham. Shneamar Torah tzivilanu Moshe marasha kilas Yaakov. The pasuk in Vizos HaBracha says that Moshe commanded us the Torah. It is an inheritance to the congregation of Jacob. Al tikri morasha ela me'orasa. Don't say inheritance, read it as me'orasa, a betrothed woman. So if you sleep with a betrothed woman in your dreams, you can expect to be a Talmud Chacham. Habal achoso b'chalom. Somebody sleeps with his sister in a dream. Yitzapeh l'chochma. You should expect to be wise. Shneamar emor l'chochma achoti at. Right. Also a pasuk in Mishlei, it says, say to wisdom, I am your sister. No, you are my sister. So if you sleep with your sister, you get wisdom. Habal eshes ish b'chalom. Somebody who sleeps with a married woman in his dreams. So muftach, or maybe the married woman of his dreams, but apparently not. Muftach lo shu ben olam haba. He is guaranteed to be a son of the world to come. V'hanimile de lo yadalav lo hirher b'mi'urta. Right, bidyuk. So that's only if he doesn't know this married woman and he wasn't thinking about her right before he went to sleep. Because as we learned the other day, that you dream about things that you think about. So yeah, this should just be like a random married woman you've never seen before. Then you are guaranteed to be a son of the world to come. Amar B'chia bar Abba haruach chitim b'chalom. B'chia bar Abba says that somebody sees wheat in a dream. Shalom. He he has seen peace. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, Hasam gvulech shalom chelev chiti miaspir, that God has made your boundaries peaceful, and He satisfies you with the milk of wheat. Hara sa'arim b'chalom sa'ar avonosav, somebody who sees barley in a dream, it means that his sins have gone away. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, v'sar avonech v'chatascha tichu par, that your sin will go away and your sin will be atoned. But I think maybe pshat is like sar avonech is like seora, I guess. So Amar Reb Zera ana lo salki mi Bavel l'Eretz Yisrael ad chazoi sari b'chalma. And then Reb Zera pointed out that he didn't move to Eretz Yisrael, he didn't make aliyah until he saw barley in his dream. Maybe because he first wanted to have like atonement for sins before moving to Israel, I guess. Hara gefen te'una b'chalom, if a person sees a grapevine that is laden with grapes in his dream, ein ishto mapeles nefalim, so then his wife will not miscarry. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, eshtecha kigefen poria, I will give you to drink, I will water you like a fruitful grapevine, and that is referring to, right, kigefen poria, like a grapevine, and like you will be fruitful and have children. Soreka, if you see a fine vine, what was it? Very like fine vine or something like that. I don't know, special kind of vine. So Yitzhak Mashiach, then you should expect Mashiach. Shenemar Osri la Gefen Iro, that he ties his donkey to a Gefen v'lasoreka b'niasono, and the child of his donkey he connects to this, like, I think it was like a fine vine or something like that. I don't know, I'd have to look it up. But anyways, and I guess that a sown donkey is a reference to Mashiach, as we saw yesterday, that he is an ani, and he's a poor person riding on a donkey. Somebody sees a fig in his dreams. His Torah will be preserved inside of him. Shenemar, notzar te'ena yolchapiria, the one who guards a fig will eat its fruit, and I guess that seems to be a reference to your Torah somehow being guarded inside of you. I don't know what the reference to Torah is. Hara rimonim b'chalom, somebody who sees pomegranates in a dream. If it's zutre, if they're small pomegranates, so then pari aske karimona, then that means that his business is going to be fruitful like a pomegranate. Rabbe, if they're very large pomegranates in his dream, rabbe aske karimona, then his business will be very large, like, I guess, large pomegranates. Palge, if the pomegranate is split in half, Talmud Chacham, im Talmud Chachamu yitzap Torah. If it's a Talmud Chacham, then he should expect Torah. Shenemar ashkecha miyayin harekach me'asis rimoni. I will give you to drink from spiced wine that is squeezed from my pomegranates. Okay, and Rashi says yayin harekach is Torah. Bim amaretzu, if it's an amaretz, then yitzap mitzvos. So then you should expect mitzvahs. Shenemar kefel acharimon rakosech. It says that in Shir Hashirim also, that your forehead is like a slice of pomegranate. Myra kasech, what does it mean? A slice of pomegranate. Afilu reikanin shabach maleim mitzvos karimon. Famous line, that even those who are empty among you are filled with mitzvos, like a pomegranate is filled with seeds. Hara zesim b'chalam, somebody who sees olives in a dream. Zutre, if they're small olives. Pari v'rave, then he will be very fruitful. And then, so the Agos B'Tziona points out, Pari v'rave iske, his business is going to be very fruitful, but kizesim, like olives. Rav, if they are large grapes, olives, then kai iske kizesim, then I don't know, his business is going to like be established like olives. Bani mile pri aval ilne havyan le banim ruben. Now this thing about seeing large olives and stuff is talking about the fruit itself, but if he sees the tree in his dreams, so then he is going to have many children. Shneimar, as it says, banecha kishtile zeisim v'gomer, that you will have children like olive trees. Igad amei aroa zayis b'chalim shem tov yotzelo, those who say that somebody who sees an olive in his dream, he will have a good name. Shneimar zayis rainan what's the pasuk? Zayis ra'anon yifei free tor kara Hashem shmeich. So like a moist olive God is called your name. Somebody receives olive oil in a dream. Torah. You should expect the light of Torah. That they will take for you very pure olive oil. Okay, and I guess that seems to be a reference to the light of Torah. Somebody who sees dates in a dream. Tamu avonosav. So I guess tamar is like tamu avonosav. Your sins will be gone. Shenamar tam avonech bas Tzion. Your sin has been complete. The daughter of Tzion. That comes from Eicha. I believe it comes from Eicha. Yeah. So I guess tam avonech, your sins have been complete, is like tamar, I guess. Rav Yosef, or Eiz b'chalom. Rav Yosef says somebody who sees a goat in a dream, shanim misparechos lo, means he's going to have a blessed year. Izim shanim misparechos lo. Right? If he has multiple goats, then he's going to have multiple good years. Shnamar v'dei chalev izim lilachmecha. You will have lots of milk from goats for your food. Hadas b'chalam, somebody who sees hadasim, right, myrtle branches, a myrtle branch in his dream, nechasav matzlichin lo, he's going to have very successful real estate dealings. Ve'im ein lo nechasim, if he doesn't own any real estate, so Yerusha nofeles lo mimakom acher, he's going to get real estate from somewhere else. Very nice. Ula says, some say stakatot in a brisa, that's only if they are still connected to the hadas bush. Somebody who sees an esrog in his dream, hadur hu lifnei kono, means that he's very splendid before God. Shenamar, as the pasuk says, pre-eitz hadar kapos tamarim, that the pre-eitz hadar is a reference to the esrog, so the esrog is hadar, so this person is mehudar to God. Lulav b'chalam, somebody who sees a lulav in his dream, ein lo ela lev echad la'aviv shabashamayim. How fancy. He only has one heart to his God in heaven. Now, in general, I think the esrog is what's considered compared to, representing the heart. The lulav I thought is representing the spine, but I don't know. Lulav is maybe like lev echad. I don't know. Hara avaz b'chalam, somebody who sees a goose in his dream, yitzapel l'chochma, should expect wisdom. Shenemar chochmos b'chutz tarona, that wisdom will go and sing out in, or cry out, or call out, or make noise somehow in the outside. So I don't know what the reference to geese are though. And if you sleep with that goose, then habaresh yeshiva, then you're going to be the head of an academy. I saw a goose in a dream, and I slept with the goose, and look, I became a Rosh Yeshiva. Okay, Rav Ashi. Shkayach. Hara tarnagol b'chalom yitzap leven zachar. Somebody who sees a rooster in his dream, so then he should expect to have male children. Tarnagolim yitzap levanim zcharim. If he sees many roosters in his dream, so he should expect to see many male children. Tarnagoles yitzap letarbitza na'eh vigila. So then, if you see a hen in your dream, so then you should expect to have a very beautiful garden. Somebody who sees eggs in his dream, tluya bakashaso, it means that his request that he made in his prayers is like pending, just like we don't really know what the contents of the egg are, so you also don't know what the end result of your prayers are going to be in Ishtabru. If the eggs then got cracked in your dream, so nases bakashaso, it means that just like now you could see the contents, you'll also be able to see the results of your prayer. V'chein egozim, the same applies to, you could replace eggs with nuts, v'chein kishuim, or I guess, so it was translated, I think in other contexts, to be referring to kishuim to be cucumbers. So I guess maybe cucumbers because they have a peel, I guess. V'chein kol kli, kishuim, I guess maybe here are squashes, because you have to, break open the squash. V'chein kol kleis chuchis, also anything, if you have any glass in your dream or anything like that. V'chein kol hanishbarim ka'elu, anything that can kind of break or whatever. So then, if you see it in your dream and it's unbroken, so then it means that your prayers are pending. But if they break, then it means that your prayers have been answered. Hanichnas lechrach, naislu chafatzav. If somebody's going into a city in his dreams, so then it means that his desires have been done. Shnamar vayanchem, I think vayanachem or vayanchem amachos cheftzam. Right, that God takes them to the place where they wanted to go. So Machos is a city, and Cheftzam is their desires. So if you go into a city in your dreams, it means that your desires have been satisfied, have been fulfilled. Hamagalech Rosha B'chalam, somebody who's shaving his head in a dream, Siman Yafelo, it is a good sign for him. Rosha Uzkano Lo L'chom Mishpachto. If he's shaving his head and his beard, so then it is a good sign, not just for him, but his entire family. Hayoshev Bareva Ketana, if somebody's sitting in a small boat in his dream, Shem Tov Yotzelo, then he's going to have a good name. Bareva Gedola, if he's sitting in a big boat, so Lo L'chom Mishpachto, not only for him, but his entire family will have a good name. Vanimili de Medalya Daluye, but that is only if the boat is like on the high tides. Okay. Hanifna b'chalam, somebody who defecates in his dream, siman yaflo, it's a good sign from Shneimar, mihar tsoa lihi pasech. So that pasuk, as defined by the Metzudas David, means that sort of our wandering is going to be resolved, i.e. we're going to be taken out of the exile. But tsoa, actually, as Rashi defines on the next page, is like referencing like emptying out your insides. So therefore, if you defecate in a dream, it is a good sign. Vanimili tilo kanach. But that's only if he didn't wipe himself afterwards. Okay. If somebody goes up to the roof in his dream, so then he will become great. Yared migdula. So if he goes down from the roof, however, then chaval, he just lost his greatness. Abai and Rava and Rava say no. Once he goes up to the roof, he's up there. Even if he goes down, it doesn't matter. He's going to be a great guy. Somebody who tears his clothing in his dream, korim lo gzardino. So we tear up his any negative sort of judgments against him. If somebody's standing naked in his dream, Bavel, if this guy lives in Bavel, so omed below chet, so it means that he's standing without a chet, because as Rashi points out, that living in Bavel, living outside, living in Chutz La'aretz is keilu a sin, and therefore if you're naked, it means that you're naked from those sins. Ba'aret Be'eretz Yisrael, if you're in Eretz Yisrael, which is a place of mitzvahs, so arim below mitzvahs, and that means that you are naked without any mitzvahs. Hanitpas l'sardiot, if somebody gets chat by a soldier in his dream, shmira na'isislo, means he's going to be guarded, protected. Nisanu bakolar, but if they put him into some neck chain, so sifu lo shmira al shmira, so wow, then that means that he's really going to be guarded. V'hanimili bakolar, but that's only if it's a chain around his neck. Aval chavla ba'alma, but if it's just a noose, then that's not a good thing. Lo. Hanichnas la'agam b'chalam, somebody who's going into a like a marsh or like a swamp in his dream. Nice Rosh Hashiva. It's going to be a Rosh Hashiva because in a swamp, all these reeds are very close to each other. You have larger reeds and smaller reeds. So here also, you're going to be the Rosh Hashiva and you're going to be giving shir to like all these people, big people, small people. Layar, if it goes into a forest, which is a place where the trees are more spread out, so Nasir Rosh Livnei Kali, then you're going to be like the Talmud Muvak of the Rosh Hashiva. You're going to kind of, after the Rosh Hashiva is done giving a shir, so then you're going to kind of give the review shir to whoever's left. Rav Papa Rav Huna Brei Rav Yeshua Chazu Chalma. Rav Papa and Rav Huna Brei Rav Yeshua both had a dream, or saw the same dream. Now in the dream, Rav Papa Da'ayo La'agma Nasa Rosh Yeshiva. Rav Huna Brei Rav Yeshua Da'ayo La'yar Nasa Rosh Livnei Kala. Now in the dream, Rav Papa, who went into the swamp, so he became the Rosh Yeshiva, and Rav Huna Brei Rav Yeshua, who went into the forest, he became the sort of second in command. Ikadam, those who say Tarvayu La'agma Aile, that they both actually went into the swamp. Okay. El Rav Papa Detali Tavla Naise Rosh Yeshiva. But Rav Papa, who is wearing like a yoke, so he became Rosh Yeshiva because the yoke is like a bell and it makes noise, which is like connected him giving shir to everybody. Rav Huna Brei Rav Yeshua Delo Tali Tavla Naise Rosh of Nekala, whereas Rav Huna Brei Rav Yeshua, who did not have this yoke, so he became sort of the second in command. Ravashi Ana Ayalis La'agma Utalari Tavla V'nafchi Ba Navuche. So Ravashi says, yeah, now I'm the Rosh Yeshiva, and guess what? I had a dream where I went into a swamp and I was wearing a yoke, and I was also making noise. I was like, ringing the bell. So how do we know which dream is responsible for him becoming Rosh Yeshiva? Is it the one where he slept with the goose, or is it the one where he was roaming around in a swamp with a bell on his neck? Hard to tell. What do you guys think? Tani Tana Kamei de Rav Nachman Bar Yitzchak, a certain teacher taught in front of Nachman Bar Yitzchak, Hamak is dam machalom, somebody who's bloodletting in a dream of avonos of mechulin lo, it means that his sins have been forgiven. Ve'atanya avonos of sudurin lo, what do you mean? But we have a brayso that says that somebody who bloodlets in his dreams, it means that his sins have been like organized and prepared. My students doing limachal. No, it means what? What does it mean that they've been organized? It means that they've organized to be systematically dismissed. Tani Tana Kamedu Rav Sheshes, a certain teacher taught in front of Rav Sheshes, a person who sees a snake in his dream, that means that he's going to have good parnasa. If he get bitten by the snake, then he's going to have double good parnasa. Hargo, and if he kills the snake of the parnasa, it means that his parnasa is going to go, he's going to lose his parnasa. Amalei Rav Sheshes, Kol Sheken Shenichpel parnasa. So Rav Sheshes says, what do you mean? If you kill the snake, then certainly you're going to have good parnasa, you're going to have double parnasa because you've out-strengthened the snake. Velohi, that's not actually true. Rav Sheshes Uduchaza Chivyo Bechalmei V'Katle. No, Rav Sheshes just, he saw a snake, he happened to have seen a snake in his dream and he killed it, so of course he's going to say that killing it doubles your parnasa, but it's not really true. Tani Tana Kamedu Rabbi Yochanan, a teacher taught in front of Rabbi Yochanan, called Mine Mashkin Yafin L'Chalam. All types of drinks are good in a dream, Chutz Min Hayayin, except for wine. Yesh Shoseu V'Tovlo V'Yesh Shoseu V'Ralo. Certain people could drink it and it's good for him in his dream. Certain people could drink wine in their dream and it's bad for him. Yesh Shoseu V'Tovlo Shenem V'Yayin Samach V'Vav Enosh. There are certain people who could drink it and it's good for them, as the pasuk says that wine will make happy the heart of men. Yesh Shoseu V'Ralo Shneamar Tinu Sheichar La'Ovid V'Yayin Lamar Nefesh. Now those who drink it and it's bad for them, as the pasuk says, give beer to somebody who is lost and wine to those who are bitter. Amalei Rabbi Yochanan the Tana. Rabbi Yochanan said to the teacher, Tani, you should teach Talmud Chacham La'olam Tovlo, that for a Talmud Chacham it's always going to be good for him to have wine in the dream. Shneamar L'chu Lachmi B'Lachmi U'Shisu B'Yayin Masachti. Right, go and eat my bread and drink with the wine of, I think it's my anointing. Rabbi Yochanan Hishkim V'Nafal Pasuk L'Soch Piv Arezeh Nevuah Ketana. If a person wakes up and immediately he has a pasuk come out of his mouth, so it's like a small prophecy. What about the fact that he didn't say Berachos HaTorah yet? Tanu Rabbanan, the rabbis taught Shlosha Malachim. There are three kings. Haroah David B'Chalam Mitzape L'Chassidus. If a person sees David HaMelech in a dream, he should expect to be a chassid. Shlomo Yitzapel Chochma. If he sees Shlomo in his dream, he should expect to be wise. Achav Yidag Min HaPranos. If he sees Achav, who is a bad king, so then you should be scared of bad things to happen to him. Shlosh Nevi'im Heim. There are three prophets. Haroah Sefer Malachim Yitzapel L'Gdula. If a person sees the Book of Kings, he should expect greatness. Yechezkel Yitzapel Chochma. If he sees Sefer Yechezkel, he should expect wisdom. Now, the Hagos B'Tzionim says that you can actually skip that one because, we're about to list four, so one of them's got to go. So, Hagos B'Tzionim gets rid of Yechezkel, whereas the Gra says you could skip the next one, which is Yeshaya Yitzapel Nechama. So you can choose which one you want to skip. So, Yeshaya, then if you see the book of Yeshaya in your dreams, then you can expect consolation. Yirmiyah, if you see the book of Yirmiyah in your dream, Yidag Min HaPranos, you should be scared about punishment. Shlosha Ksuvim Gedolim Heim. There are three Ksuvim Gedolim. Haroah Sefer Tehillim Yitzapel Chasidus. If somebody sees the book of Tehillim, he should expect Chasidus. Mishlei Yitzapel Chochma. If he sees Mishlei in his dream, so he should expect wisdom. Eov Yidag Min HaPranos. If he sees Eov in his dream, he should be scared about bad things to happen to him. Shlosha Ksuvim Ketanim Heim. There are three Ksuvim Ketanim, small Ksuvim. Haroah Shir Hashirim B'Chalam. If a person sees Shir Hashirim in his dreams, so in Yitzapel Chasidus, he should expect Chasidus. Koheles Yitzapel Chochma. If he sees Koheles in the book of Koheles in his dreams, he should expect wisdom. Kinos Yidag Min HaPranos. If he sees the book of Eicha in his dreams, he should be scared about bad things to happen to him. Haroah Megillas Esther Nes Naslo. If a person sees the scroll of Esther in his dreams, so then miracles are going to happen to him. Shlosha Chachamim. There are three wise men. Haroah Rebbe B'Chalam Yitzapel L'Chochma. If a person sees Rebbe in his dream, he should expect wisdom. Rabbi Elazar Ben Azariah Yitzapel Ashirus. If he sees Rabbi Elazar Ben Azariah in his dream, he should expect to be wealthy. Rabbi Yishmael Ben Elisha Yidag Min HaPranos. But if he sees Rabbi Yishmael Ben Elisha, then he should be scared about punishment. And Rashi says because Rabbi Yishmael Ben Elisha was one of the 10 martyrs who were killed by the Romans, and they peeled off his scalp while he was still alive. Wow. Shlosha Talmidei Chachamim. There are three other wise men, Torah scholars. Oh, interesting. The first one was Chachamim, wise men. This is Torah scholars. Interesting. Haroah Ben Azai B'Chalom Yitzapel Chassidus. A person who sees Ben Azai in his dream, he should expect to be a chassid. Ben Zoma Yitzapel Chachma. If he sees Ben Zoma in his dream, he should expect wisdom. Acher Yidag Min HaPranos. If he sees Acher, Elisha Ben Avuya, then he should be scared about Puranut, punishment. As we saw the other day, all sorts of animals are good in your dream except for a elephant and a monkey. Ve'akipod, and also a long-tailed ape. But I thought we said that somebody who sees an elephant in his dream is going to have like wondrous things. So it depends. If the elephant has a saddle on, so then there's going to be wonderful things. If it doesn't have a saddle on, then there aren't going to be wonderful things. All sorts of types of metals are good to see in your dream. Mimar, except for the hoe, psal, and the chisel, vikardom, and the axe, because those are things that like break things. That is only if they have their handle. All types of fruits are good to have if they appear in your dream, except for unripe dates. All types of vegetables are good in your dream, except for the heads of turnips. But I thought that Rab said that he only became wealthy after he saw the heads of turnips in his dreams. When he saw those heads of turnips, they were still in the ground, but once they are out of the ground, so then it's not necessarily so good. As Barhedja, Rashi points out, as Barhedja said yesterday, that they are like those, like batons, those like things to beat people with. Okay, fine. All colors are good to see in your dream, except for tcheles. Rashi says because tcheles is a kind of green, and green is not necessarily a sign of being healthy. All types of birds are good in your dream, except for the eagle owl, the kipofa, and the owl, the korparae, and the korparae. There are three things that you put into your body, and the body does not get pleasure from them. Gudganios, number one is cherries. V'chafnios, number two is bad dates. V'ufagei tmara, and unripe dates. There are three things that don't go into the body, and the body gets pleasure from them. Eluhein, these are them. Rechitza, bathing, v'sicha, anointing, v'tashmish, and intercourse. I guess that's probably more for a man than a woman, at least the ein nichnas l'guf part. Shlosha me'ena olam haba. There are three things that are a microcosm of the world to come. Eluhein, Shabbos, Shemesh, v'tashmish. That is Shabbos and sun and tashmish. Tashmish demai. What kind of tashmish? Ilim tashmish amita. If we're talking about intercourse, ha mikachish kachish, but that makes him weaker. Hela tashmish nikavim. It means going to the bathroom. So those are the three things that are a microcosm of the world to come: Shabbos, sun, and going to the bathroom. Shloshim shivin daito shaladim. There are three things that return the da'as, the knowledge of a person, probably like put him at ease. Eluhe, and these are them, kol, voice, so like music, umare, and also looking at beautiful things, I guess like art, bereach, and good smells. Shloshim marchivin daito shaladim. There are three things that sort of broaden the da'as of a person. Eluhe, these are them, dirana, a nice place to live, ve'ishana, and a nice woman, v'chelim naim, and nice clothing. Chamisha, echad mishishim. There are 5 things that are 1/60th. Eluhen, these are them: Eish, fire; Dvash, honey; V'Shabbos; V'Shena, sleeping; V'Chalom, and dreaming. Eish echad mishishim legehenim. So fire is 1/60th of hell. Dvash, honey, is echad mishishim leman, is 1/60th of the manna. Shabbos echad mishishim l'olam haba. Shabbos is 1/60th of olam haba. Shena echad mishishim lemisa. Sleep is 1/60th of death. Chalom echad mishishim l'nevuah. Dreaming is 1/60th of prophecy. Shisha devarim simin yafe lechole. There are 6 things that are a good sign for a sick person. Eluhen, these are them: Itush, zeya, shilshul, keri, v'shena, v'chalom. So sneezing, sweating, diarrhea, keri, right, sperm, sleep, and dreaming. Itush, dichsev, atishosav, tahel or, I believe I said that correctly. Yeah, that his sneezes will radiate with light. Zeya, tichsev b'zeya sapecha toch halechem, that with the sweat of your brow you will eat bread. I guess you will be healthy to eat bread, I guess. Shilshul tichsev mi'ar tzoa li paseach, that, and shilshul, diarrhea, as it says, that your tzoa, which Rashi says is a reference to, so it's not tzoa with an aleph. Tzoa with an aleph would be defecation, but Soa with an ayin is like emptying out your intestines, which is essentially very similar. So I guess it's diarrhea. V'lo yamos, and you will not die. V'lo yamos l'shachas, you will not die. Now the interesting thing is that lehipaseach also in Aramaic atpach means to get healed. Okay. Carrie, how do we know that releasing sperm is good for a sick person? I assume that that's probably just referring to a sick man. Tichsiv, as the pasuk says, Yira zera yarech yamim. If a person sees seed, sperm, he will have long days. Shena, if a person is sleeping, that's all. Sleep is also good for a sick person. Tichsiv, as the pasuk says, Yashanti azenu achli. I am sleeping, then there will be rest for me. Chalom, dreaming, tichsiv, v'tachlimeni v'achieni, as we're learning from the pasuk that you have given me dreams and you have given me life. Okay, fine. There are 6 things that heal a sick person from his sickness, and it is a real medicine. Elu hein, these are them: kruv, cabbage; vitradin, beets; v'sis, innovation; dried foley. Yeah, I don't know what foley is, but if you take it and you dry it, that's good for a sick person. Vikeva, and stomach; veheris, and placenta; v'yoseris hakaved, and diaphragm. V'yeshom, those who say afdagim ketanim, also small fish. V'lo'od, not only that, elish dagim ketanim, mafin umarvin kol gufo shel adam, but small fish are actually really good for your whole body. Asar devar machzinus hacholi lichoyod, are 10 things that return a sick person to his disease, v'cholyo kasher, and it's real bad. Eluhen, these are them: ha'ochel basar b'sar shor, somebody who eats the meat of an ox; b'sar shamein, or very fatty meat in general; b'sar tzali, roasted meat; b'sar tziporim, the meat of birds; uveitz tzluya, and a roasted egg; v'tiglachas, also if you get a haircut; ushchalim, and cress, I don't know what that is; ve'achalav, and milk; v'agvina, and cheese; ve'amerchatz, and also the bathhouse. V'yeshom af egozim, some say also nuts; v'yeshom af kishuim, some say even cucumbers. Okay, so all these things are bad, which is also very interesting because the other day you seem to be saying that, eggs seem to be better than everything else, and also meat is even better than eggs. So now he's saying that all these things are real bad. Maybe that's if you weren't sick before. I don't know. Telling the Rabbi Yishmael, was telling the Besmedrish Rabbi Yishmael, shman kishuim. How come cucumbers are called kishuim? Mipnei shehein kashim laguf kecharabos, because they're very difficult for the body, like swords. Ini, is this really true that cucumbers are so bad for you? But the pasuk says, "Vayomar Hashem la shnei goyim bevidnech," that God said to Rivka, there are 2 nations in your belly. So al tikre goyim elagayim. Don't read it as nations, rather read it as gayim, like very proud people. Rabbi Yehuda Amarav elu Antoninus Rebbe. Who are these proud people? That's Antoninus and Rebbe. Antoninus, right? Because Rivka, of course, had 2 nations inside of her. That is, the nations that came from Esav and from Yaakov. So from Esav came Antoninus, from Yaakov came Rebbe, and they were great pals, as the Gemara in Avodah Zarah talks about. It's pretty crazy stories over there. That they always managed to have on their tables radishes, horseradishes, and cucumbers. Lobimos hacham v'lobimos hagsham. Right? They didn't stop having these things. Not during the winter, not during the summer. I.e., all year round they had these things. So clearly, cucumbers are a good thing, right? We're saying that it's great that they always had these things. Lokasha, habirabe, habizutre. It depends. If they're large, then they're not very good for you, but if they are small, then they are good for you. Tana Rabbanan, the rabbis taught, meis b'bayis, shalom b'bayis. If in your dream you see a dead person in your house, that means that you're going to have peace in your house. Achav shasa b'bayis. If this dead person, however, was eating and drinking in your house, simin yafel b'bayis. So it's also a good sign for the house. Natal kelim in abayis, simin ra b'bayis. But if he took things out of the house, then it's a bad sign for the house. Tirgamar papa b'misana b'sandala. But it only depends if he's taking shoes. If he takes shoes, then it's bad from the house because it implies that he's basically, taking somebody. You take shoes when you go out to go travel somewhere, to go walk somewhere. So it's keilu, a symbolism that the mace is taking somebody to go die with him. Called the shakil shichva. Wait 1 second. Fine. Called the shakil shichva ma'ale. Anything that a corpse takes in a dream is good. With the exception being sandals. Called shoes and sandals. Called the yav shichva ma'ale barme afer v'chardela. Anything that a corpse is giving you in your dreams is good, except for if he's giving you dust and mustard seeds, which are similar to dust, because then that's keilu metaphor. He's like telling you that you're going to die. So we'll stop it here. Wow, crazy page. yeah, I just kind of ran through it pretty quickly. It was pretty dry. I apologize for that. This page is just, what a crazy page. So much random stuff. It was really hard to learn. Yeah, I don't know. I apologize, but see you guys. Peace.